Good day and welcome to ASTRO'S CAD tutorials. Based on our previous video, we discussed about extruded cuts, and in this video, we are going to use that um, video. We're going to apply what we learned from that video to this model here. As you can see, this is a die, and it has all the dimensions for the sides already displayed for us on the sketch. So, a very simple thing. We're just going to model this. First, we're going to first extrude the cube out, and then we'll fillet the edges. That's it. The radius of the fillet is 10. The length and width of the square is 100, and then the dimension for the numbers has been given to us. We'll talk about them as we go on. So, if you like our channel and what we do, you could subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know why you've not subscribed yet. You could subscribe so you can get notified of new models and new tutorials, new classes, everything new that's uploaded to this channel. You get notified about it. Do well to like this video so you can go out to other people who would need videos like this displayed on their YouTube feed. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. So let's go over to SolidWorks and open up a new folder or a new part. So we're going to use the front plane. We're going to sketch. We're going to use this center rectangle. Then smart dimension. Now we're going to give this side 100, then the other side 100, and it becomes a square. Then we extrude this. The extrusion is also 100 because it's a cube. So click, type in 100. Okay, so we've created this part here, this solid cube. Now let's fillet the edges. So the dimensions for the fillet is giving us 10. Let me show you where it is. If you look here, this corner here, this curve here, the radius is 10, and it's on all corners of all the whole numbers. So that means each face has a fillet of 10 millimeter. So if you go over to SolidWorks, make sure this is in 10, then click on this section here, click the first face, second face, third face, fourth, fifth, and the last one under. So you've clicked on everything, then click OK. Good. So now we're going to click top plane, but we're going to make it normal too. So now this becomes our top. So this is where our number one is going to be. So you click on this face, click on sketch. Now let's see the dimensions for number one. The radius, the diameter of the circle is 40, but the the dimensions for the cut, like the distance of the cut, is not noticeable in these sketches up here. So if you notice on this sketch here for number one, there is a cross sectional cut. This section A, these arrows here means it was cut in half and then put on its side. So if you cut this in half, this is the image you get. This is number one. This is number one. And then this is number five here. That's the cutting this in half. You get this dot is going to intersect that cut. So that's what this is. If you do not understand engineering drawings, maybe I'll do a video on engineering drawings in future times. I'm not sure, but I definitely will do a video on engineering drawings, or I could recommend one in the description below a video for it in the description below. Okay, so the distance for the cut is 5 millimeter for everything here. I think you can see it here. This arrow here, all cuts equals 5 millimeter. So the distance here is 5 millimeter, distance here is 5 millimeter. Okay, so let's go back to SolidWorks. The radius of this circle is, make sure you start from the center. If you can't get the center, you can hover along this line. You see these dots, gently come down, then go to the other line. This dots, the midpoint, move till you get an intersection on both lines. Then you draw your circle. Here is 40. 40. The sketch isn't fully defined, so we're going to make sure it's fixed. Hold on, hover along this line. Make sure you get the midpoint. Click on the midpoint. Hold the control key. Click on the center of the dot. Make it horizontal, vertical. Then we'll do the same thing for here. Here, here. Make it horizontal this time. Okay. So now we'll cut it out. Extrude cut. 5, 5. Okay. So we've done this now. So this is our top. So if we go over to this, then the left side is 4. Let's start with the left side, 4. Then the right side is 3. Okay. So let's use this as our left side. Okay. Then if we zoom in on this a little bit, see there's a construction line, a square construction line. The width is 40 and the height is 40. Then you have 4 circles on each vertex of the square. That's 15 in diameter. Okay, so we're going to use the center rectangle, center rectangle, then try to find the center of this here, here. Okay, so here is going to be 40, here is going to be 40. Okay, then click on these dots, click on the origin, make it vertical, then hover along here till you get the midpoint. Click on this midpoint, click on the center, make it vertical. Okay, then we'll click on the empty space inside the square and then click on this option here, construction geometry. It becomes a construction line. Then now we'll draw 4 circles. 1, 2, hold on, 3, 4. Okay, now notice these circles are out of where it's supposed to be. So we just click on the center, click on the vertex, make coincident, click on the vertex, click on the center of the circle, make coincident. Okay, so now click these 4 circles. First one, hold your control key, second one, third one, fourth one, and we'll use this option make equal. So everything is the same size. So we'll use smart dimension and give it a dimension of 15. 15. Then that's all. We'll go to extruded cut and cut a hole of 5 millimeter inside. Okay, so this is number 1, number 4, and this should be number 3. But first of all, so we don't confuse ourselves here, we could actually change the names of this. Change this to 1, change the other one, just double click on it to 2. Okay, then now let's sketch 3 here. So let's look at the dimensions for 3. 3 is the same square of 40 millimeter and 15 diameter, but the positioning is different. We have one circle in the top right, one in the middle, and one on the bottom left. Okay, so let's do that. Center rectangle, this 40, 40, 40, 40. Okay, then we'll select this midpoint, select the origin point, make it horizontal, select the midpoint again, and select If it doesn't come up, you have to select here first. Select the midpoint of this, select the midpoint of the square, make it vertical, and that's all you need to do for this. Then convert this to a construction line. Use the circle, one, two, three. Pick the first one, pick the second one, pick the third one, make it equal. Then smart dimension it and make it 15. Then we just simply extrude cut. Okay, so we've done 1, 4, and 3. Let's change it here. 3. Okay, let's go back to the sketch. So this is the back of the die. We'll do this last. So on top of the one is 5. You can see the positioning. It's the same 40 by 40 square, and then 15 diameter for the circles. This one has a circle on each point of the square. So we'll do that, and we'll do for number 2 on the other side. Okay, so this is for 5. Hold on, I don't think. Hold on. Um, 3135. Okay. So if this is 4 and 3, this should be 5. So just draw our square here. Then smart dimension is 40. Let me show you a quick trick. In case maybe you don't want to make this side, you don't want to use smart dimension to make this side 40. You can click this line that you've already given a smart dimension. Hold your control key, click this line and make it equal. So now it's 40 by 40. So now what's left to do is convert it to a construction line and draw our circles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This circle is not in the center, so you know what to do. You know what to do. Okay, so now select all the circles and make it equal. And then smart dimension just one of them, 15. Okay, then we extrude cuts by 5 mm. Okay, then on the other side is for 2. So we'll sketch here the same square. Then circle, another circle, make them equal. Smart dimension 15. Enter. Features, extruded cut. Click OK. Okay. Then this is the last one, number 6. So it's the same principle. This, click this, make it equal. Then look for the midpoint of this line and this, make it horizontal. Then do the same here and the origin point, make it vertical. Then smart dimension. Okay, wait, hold on. You could just draw the circle now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 2 circles are drawn on the midpoint of this line, so be careful when you're drawing yours. Okay, so let's make these 6 circles have the same equal relation. Okay, then now use smart dimension. Don't forget we didn't give this a dimension of 40, but we made it equal on both sides. Then here it should be 15. Then that's all. Just convert this into construction geometry, and then we extrude. Okay, okay. So now what's left is to give it the color. What's left is to give it this color. Number one is black. The rest of the numbers are white, and then the body of the color of the main body is red. Okay, so let's do that. Let's give these features their names. This is 4, this is 6, and this is 5. Okay, so now okay, hold on, let me put it this way. Okay, good. So now the appear come over here to change the appearance. Just click on this. You should see parts here. You should be on this yellow option here. You see parts. You come down. You can pick your red. Click OK. Then number one. Once you click on one here, click appearance. You don't have to make it the same color I'm making mine. You can pick any other color you like. Okay. Okay. Then now pick everything here. Pick two. Hold your control key. Pick 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Release the control key. Then click on appearances. Pick on 6 because that's the last thing you picked here. Then we'll make it white. Okay, so now we are done modeling this. It's very simple practice. Okay, so this is how you design a die from a given sketch, from a given engineering sketch. So it's a very simple um you know thing to do. Okay. So if you enjoyed the video and you learned one or two, if you arrived at this point we are now, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe, and you can as well hit the notification bell so you get notified once we upload new models or new tutorials. Our next class is going to be on fillet, chamfer, pattern, and mirror, all in one video. So do not miss out on that. I'll leave a link for the next video in the comment section below. You could go there and easily access it. So thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.